Hey guys, let's make the easiest thing in all of barbecue, Texas smoked DINO ribs. Stick around for it. All right guys, so Texas beef ribs. So these are called plate ribs. You can find these, I found these at Costco. You can find these, a lot of times what they do is they will take them, the butchers, and they will cut them in half like this. And this is basically where your short ribs come from. All right, so let's go ahead and season these. We're gonna keep these whole today. We're gonna just put this whole rack just like this. Once we season it on the smoker, I'm gonna show you guys how we do it. This is so easy. I mean, anybody can do this cooking. So, first things first, gonna use a binder for these. If I can get this off. You can use soy sauce, Worcestershire. I'm using some hot sauce from Bernie brand today. It's a company out of South Texas. I like the consistency of it. And just kind of like rub it in a little bit. You don't need a whole lot, but get your sides. And then in just a second, I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna season these. This is actually gonna bring in a good bit of flavor to the ribs as well. You will be able to taste this hot sauce as part of the final product. Okay, so first thing we're gonna go with, this is just a brisket rub. This is like 50-50 salt and pepper. So base coat, brisket rub. Doesn't have to be perfect. Let's move that over here. We're gonna do all the sides. This is such a big chunk of meat that you can be pretty liberal with the seasoning. Okay, so we're gonna start out with that, and then I've also got a beef rub here, and this is mainly just for color. So we're gonna apply this too, a little bit heavier. And look how pretty. Look how pretty that is. Let me flip it this way. This is why they call them DINO ribs, because these are like the largest ribs you can actually get on the animal. And if for some reason you can't find them, go to your butcher and say, hey, look, can you give me some plate ribs? And if you say plate ribs, they'll know what you're talking about. And if they don't go to that butcher. All right, guys, we got our ribs all seasoned up. Let's get them on the smoker. Look at these big boys. All right, so here's how I place them on the smoker. I've got my firebox here. So the largest part of the rib is on this side. I want it facing the fire, okay? They're gonna shrink up on this side. They're gonna shrink up this way. So I want this side as far away from the fire as possible. So they're gonna just go in like this. Nothing special about placement. Just make sure they're turned a certain way. And we're cooking today about 275, 285, and you can just cook them that same tip all the way through. We've got a couple other things on the smoker. Figured since we're fired up, might as well smoke a brisket too. So that's it. All right guys, the ribs have been on about 2 hours. Let's give them a check. We've got the smoker. We're right about 285 on the Moberg. This is the temp that I'm tracking to right here. Let's give it a look. All right, look at them beef ribs. Look how beautiful. So I put a little bit of foil right here because I want that smoke coming up and over. Give them a little protection. I don't want them getting too crispy on me, but they're looking great. I'm actually gonna spritz them now. So I've got my little paint sprayer here that I've used before. Let me just open this up a little bit. It's very sensitive. Here we go. It's like you're painting a car. Beautiful. Look at that color. So I don't have my temperature gauge on right now, but on me. But these, what's great about these is you just spritz them a little bit, and you just, as long as you keep that 285 temp, you're good to go. I mean, there's really not, You don't really have to baby these things at all. It's not like a brisket at all. So that's why I say it's the easiest thing to smoke in all of barbecue, just because you can literally put it on the smoker. As long as you're keeping even temps, you really don't have to mess with it. Just give it a spritz every now and then, good to go. Hey guys, so the ribs have been on about 5 hours now. These DINO ribs, I'm telling you, these are the easiest ribs you can make on the smoker. Let's get in here, take a look at them. All right, so these ribs are probing. We still got a ways to go on them, but they are looking fantastic. If you look over here, come over here, this is a little crispy to the touch. So I do like that bark, the way it's forming, but I'm actually going to spray it a little bit. So I want to keep it a little bit moist, just because if I were to guess, these probably got another hour's worth of cooking time on them. And then I'm just going to keep this thing wet. And what I'm spritzing with here is diluted soy sauce. And that's it. So, but they're looking pretty great. All right, guys. It's time to pull these ribs, I think. Let's give them a look. I can't wait to show you guys these DINO ribs. I'm telling you, the easiest thing to smoke in all of barbecue. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Let's pull them like this. Oh my gosh. Look at the bark. That is what you call bark. Look at that drip right there. Oh my goodness. God, they look amazing. Oh my. They're perfect. I think they're absolutely perfect. You can hear that crispiness as soon as I've got the leaves coming down and everything. All right, I'm gonna try and do this with one hand. Here we go. Follow me to the board. This is very hot. Onto the board. All right, guys, we just pulled the ribs off. Guess what? We're gonna wrap them in some butcher paper, all right? And we're gonna let them rest for about 45 minutes to an hour. Nothing too crazy. There's really no science to this guy. You just kind of have to do something like that, and then really we're just gonna let them hang out. It's about, I don't know, 65 degrees out here. So we're just gonna let them hang out here for about 45 minutes. And then once they're done resting, we're gonna slice into them, and I'm gonna show you guys how easy it is to make these ribs. All right, guys, I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to dive into these DINO ribs. Again, I'm telling you, one of the easiest meats in all of barbecue to smoke. Gotta be real careful when I'm unwrapping these. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna come around like this. Okay, there's that one. Let's cut the middle one. The middle one's usually the one everybody fights over because it's just the most beautiful. All right, here we go. Look how gorgeous. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. I'm telling you, they're so easy to cook. They're just so easy. Look at this one. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. You can hear the crispy. Whenever I touch, you can hear how crispy the bark is. Look at this. And then one last thing I will do. clean bone pull. And that's all she wrote. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys next time.